Hey everybody, this is going to be a special walking around vlog to the library. I'm planning on recording my drive with Craig, so I wanted to get this out of the way first. This session is going to be the first of the three artists I'm going to be showcasing. Rock band Linkin Park. It's probably it's actually the most requested artist out of everybody that I've ever out of everybody that I asked when I asked them to pick for the showcases. Either that or Michael Jackson, I forget which. In fact, the three top artists that everybody picked, Linkin Park, Michael Jackson, and Queen, are definitively the three artists that I'm going to be showcasing. The first of which being tonight. So yeah, I've been dreading this ever since before the Adele session. That's how, or I've been actually dreading this since I last practiced it. So this is going to be my second karaoke night at Big Dog's. I didn't really solidify a schedule for the final 6 karaoke sessions, but this will probably be the last session I do at Big Dog's. I've been listening to the songs both on my computer and at the library. Just ate bologna sandwiches before I left. That was my first meal of the day at any breakfast. That was my breakfast. So yeah. Another reason I wanted to do this session is because I wanted to honor Chester Bennington's death. Go ahead. And I think I remember at one point I had 4 different rock artists that I wanted to do for karaoke sessions, and I did 3 of those 4 artists on the list. It was Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Foo Fighters, and Linkin Park. So in some way, I guess I'm going to complete that, doing a session for Linkin Park. What's worrying me tonight is trying to do Chester justice. So, as you can see, I have the paper list all decked out for tonight. So yeah, the songs I'm gonna be pulling from the most notable Linkin Park songs in their discography. And I have these sorted by the three practices and the strength of if I can perform them well or not. Actually, the number for the strength I actually use while watching the playlist of all of the Linkin Park songs, videos, etc. And I also came up with a set list. This session will be this session will be a tiny bit different from the others because I have something on my flash drive that I'm going to be playing before the first Linkin Park song I sang, and that was the tribute that Jared Leto did at the 2017 VMAs, in sort of to honor Chester Bennington's memory. Car coming this way, so I did that. So that's gonna be a first for Karaoke Comeback Sessions. I've done something in the past where it was actually Carrie Gretchen's death. I wrote a memorial speech before performing my first song, and that's sort of how I'm hoping going into this Linkin Park session. So I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be trying that out tonight. I have like an audio version, and I have the video of the video of it that I put on the flash drive as well. As far as parodies go, I still have the instrumental to my What I've Done parody on the flash drive, even though I'm gonna say, even though I performed it, even though I just performed it as a song parody premiere video, there may be a possibility that I'm going to be performing that one at karaoke too. So, and I also did why do car engines have to be so loud? And then I have a style parody, a technical style parody, that I did for the Revival medley back in 2016, called Friendship, where I could have either done the chorus as Britney Spears or Chester Bennington of Linkin Park, and the rap verse is supposed to be in the, let's say, in the style of Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park. So I have that on there as well. I'm looking forward to it being another successful night. Hi. Again, this is one of my hardest karaoke nights that I'm going to be doing. And while I'm like maybe 5 long blocks away from the library, I'm going to start the list of songs here. So we got One Step Closer, Crawling, And all of these I have here on the left in gray. That means I don't have the song on my computer. That's what that means. Continuing on, I got In the End, Somewhere I Belong, Numb, and while creating the temporary YouTube playlist of Linkin Park songs, I decided to include the collaboration with Jay-Z called Numb Encore. And so I threw that on this list as well. Of course, Breaking the Habit, What I've Done, my parody to What I've Done called Junior Jam, All I've Learned, Bleed It Out, Shadow of the Day, New Divide, The Catalyst, Waiting for the End, Burn It Down, the collaboration that they did with The Lonely Island for their Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping soundtrack, called Things in My Jeep, which, if you want to boil it down, it's Akiva Schaffer featuring Linkin Park, but it's billed as a Lonely Island track. The revival medley, the friendship portion, and the Jared Leto speech, which I mentioned about. So yeah, I'm all prepared, as you can see with this paper list. Down to the T. I wanted to make sure that this looked perfect, that this night goes out perfectly, because this is the first of the 3 hardest artists to perform at karaoke. Chester Bennington's vocals for Linkin Park, Freddie Mercury's vocals for Queen, and just Michael Jackson's vocals in general. So I consider this a challenge that I hope to win. Not that there's anything, at stake or anything. I mean, it's not like it's not like my life depends on me singing these songs perfectly. But somebody texted me. But I wanted to make sure that somebody's working on a building here, so you're gonna hear staple guns going off. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that this will go as perfectly as possible. We're like a block or 2 away, so let me finish up. The set list I have is the tribute speech and Waiting for the End. Waiting for the End, by the way, is the very first Linkin Park song I've ever performed at karaoke. So that's why I wanted to put that first. And then Junior Jam, I have an alternate, the original, just in case I don't feel like performing my parody. Then we have Bleed It Out, Crawling, One Step Closer, Breaking the Habit, The Catalyst, Friendship, and In the End. I may also, if time allows, or I decide to switch out one of the songs for Numb, I'm going to do that. And the reason why I put In the End towards the end, or at the end, rather than somewhere in the middle, is because if I had put that song at the beginning, it wouldn't be let's say it's a slow crowd and I do In the End at the beginning, and then midway through the night there's more people there and I'm singing Linkin Park songs, and people might say, well, why aren't you singing In the End? So yeah, this will do it for the Walking Rev vlog intro. And here comes the Driving Rev vlog of the showcase of Linkin Park.